Everyone, Technomentary here. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the iPhone XR going into 2026, if it's still worth it or not. We're going to discuss some of the features, the battery life, the performance, and if you should get this or not, if you're looking at it or if you're using it. So let's dive right into it. So the iPhone XR was released back in October of 2018, which means that later this year it's going to be an 8-year-old phone, which again, if you think about how fast iPhones come out, this is going to be quite old phone for you to even use in 2026. A couple specs here. You can see here it's a huge display, 6.1-inch liquid retina display. Now it does have an A12 Bionic chip with 3 gigs of RAM. Starts with a couple storage size you can get in 64, 128, and then 256 as well. Front here you have a 7-megapixel camera. On the back is just a single 12-megapixel camera, and that's because this model, when it was released, was supposed to be the cheaper model instead of the premium features, so you missed out some of the premium features because of the price point it started with. However, it does have a battery of 2942 mAh, which gives you 10 to 12 hours if you're a light to medium user, but if you're a heavy user, it's probably going to be more like 8 to 10. And if you're an extremely heavy user, you're probably going to get 6 to 8 hours of actual usage out of this device. Nonetheless, there's a couple other things. This does have a physical SIM card. However, it doesn't support 5G. 5G started with iPhone 12 or newer. And then you have a couple things like this is charging with the Lightning charger that we have here as other things with it. Now, originally it shipped with iOS 12. It did update to iOS 18, which is the last update. And you can't update it to iOS 26, which is the latest update right now. So it's going to be on the last update. So as you can see here, I'm downloading the latest update. Apple still does have security update that they push out for iOS 18. You can still be on iOS 18 before jumping to iOS 26. However, you can't go on iOS 26 on this device. So that's a limitation of this device. Apple sort of stopped the software update. However, that doesn't make the phone obsolete. As you can see here, I have quite a few apps running here that still works, from your YouTube app to some of the gaming apps, social media apps. All of these apps still work. It does take a moment to basically load up because it is, again, an older phone, and sometimes this tends to happen when you have older hardware per se. You have to update some of the apps if you haven't updated, but for the most part, you're still able to download most apps on the App Store without any issues, which is great for this device if you're using it. So again, this made quite a long run in terms of how many updates it has gotten. Now, decent battery, decent camera, not going to be the greatest when it comes to some of the performance heavy things. If you're playing heavy graphic games, it's going to have a little bit of lag for sure that we've seen, but you can still play some of the stuff that you see here. As you can see here, most apps I have, takes about a moment to load, but then once it loads, it rolls it. Things like browsing works really good. Now, simple things like calling and texting, again, does a phenomenal job, and that's kind of most iPhones, or for your basic needs for calling, texting, and light app usage, it's going to work. It is a great device for if you're thinking of a secondary backup phone or travel phone, or simple usage, and you just want a decent sized battery. This phone, if you get a brand new, probably going to have a decent battery to it. However, I wouldn't recommend this if you're looking for strong camera, strong gaming, or even modern features like using it for AI. Or if you're looking for like 5G or high performance app, you probably won't be able to do much with this device. And that kind of brings us to our point. Again, it is a budget-friendly phone. If you're currently using it, you probably can still use it this year without any issue, even next year. However, in the next couple of years, you're probably going to be looking to upgrade because of the software update that has stopped, and eventually you probably won't be able to download certain apps. So that brings us, if you're looking for, again, a cheaper phone, you can probably grab this from eBay or Amazon quite cheap now compared to its original price, if you're just looking for, again, just a starter phone or a backup phone. However, not a main phone if you're looking for some of the newer features of it. Probably recommend getting an iPhone 13 or newer going into 2026 if you can, of course, budget for that. So that's a review of it. I want to hear from you if you have used this phone, have upgraded from it, upgraded to it. Leave a comment in the comment section, your thoughts about the iPhone XR. And I hope you guys enjoyed this review. For more reviews like this, consider hitting a like and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.